Morning, everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. We are going hunting this morning. I'm gonna carry the little Matthews Mission hammer, but we are going to a stand that y'all will never believe what it is. And this is something completely new to me. So anyway, I'm gonna hustle on in, get in the stand, and then we'll see what happens. Alright, y'all, so here's what was going on this morning. From one of my ladder stands, Pete ain't got to ride much lately, last couple of days. Oh, from one of my ladder stands that I put up that we've been bow hunting out of, up there towards our old camp there. That camp house has been there, shoot, at least 30 years. No, it's been longer than that. 35 years. But anyway, I could see up through there and see deer moving and this and that, and I have put a lot of pressure on that little place the last few weeks, especially since we've kind of been back bow hunting. And I have affected the deer, and if you hunt them like that, you will. But anyway, I decided to go this morning and get in the camp house, open the window. I had to pull one of the screens off the windows real quick when I got there. That dang possum come out on the porch. But anyway, I saw the one deer. I tried to zoom in on it, and it was a big old doe. I don't even know if I got her on video. I hadn't looked yet, but I thought that would have been pretty wild to shoot a deer out of the window of the camp house. But anyway, didn't stay too long. I had a bunch that needed to do yesterday and didn't get done, so I've been getting a lot of hog footage on the trap that I couldn't find the cable. So I talked to Tooney, the guy that owns the big pig trap deal, and but anyway, we didn't get to meet for a couple of days, and I was supposed to meet him yesterday and just couldn't get away. And he was coming up through that way anyway, where I was gonna meet him. So he called me and he left my new trigger cables at the bakery. So I said, that'd be good. That'll be good. They said they'd hold them for me, and that is gonna be. When I left the house this morning, my wife got some packs of these 3 powdered donuts. I said that'll be real light eating, but man, for these folks, I felt obligated, since they have took on to keep my trigger cables till I get there. I've got to buy something when I go in there, so I am starving, but I'm gonna look at them powdered donuts and I'm gonna drive to the bakery and get something. I don't know what we're gonna get yet, but we're gonna eat at the bakery this morning. And I am just about, I am not burnt out on the hog trapping at all. I'm wanting to move a couple of the traps, but I really don't want to move them right now. I don't want to bother the deer or the hunting or anything. I'm about burnt out on the hunting. I have been so much, but I really want to get one with one of these bows, whether it be the Mission Hammer or my new little Super Scout or whatever that my old recurve is called. One of the two. Anyway, I'm about burnt out of sitting there all the time, but I'm probably gonna go. What I need to do is start getting up in the mornings and fiddling around and working and stuff, and then have a good afternoon hunt. For some reason right now that seems to be when there's more action going on, and I'm not there. I think the deer's moving a lot at night right now, so I'm gonna make some decisions on what to do. I got a lot of work that I gotta do. We got a lot of burning we gotta do. that's going to be our biggest projects through February until turkey season gets in. It's a lot of burning, and I got a lot of spraying to do, which that's pretty normal. So it's going to be a busy February. I will probably start some of the burning before deer season's over. Just certain places I'm not going to until the season's over. Some of our core areas where I don't want to disturb them. And there's some places that I hadn't even hunted because I really don't think there's a deer there that I quite want to shoot. Hunted in there quite a bit early, and y'all seen the videos. Some good looking deer that'll be good in a year or two. So I just want them to stay. So the less pressure, the better. So right now, we are headed to the bakery because we got to pay them back for keeping our cables. We got to pick the cables up, but we got to eat too. All right, y'all, so I got my cables from the bakery. Pete's sitting there patiently trying to. I decided to, let me get turned right here real quick. I feel like crap today. Y'all ever have them days where you just don't feel good? I'm having one of them. It's almost like a sinus issue. Anyway, instead of getting a sausage cheese ball, I decided to get a sausage biscuit. I got me a bottle of water and some of this party mix, Chex mix or something. That's gonna be lunch. So, all right, got the cables. They down in the floorboard. Let's go set some hog traps. Alright, got 2 batteries, got some tools in case we need it. Got my new trigger cables there, loaded with corn. Pete's eating some corn. Let's go set some hog traps. another thing I was thinking about, I hadn't lost but one that's jumped out of all these we caught. That was just a freak deal. And one thing about it, with this thing kind of watered out and that deep in mud, it's just going to make it that much harder for them to jump out. So it may make it a little harder for us to deal with and get them out. But I don't care. As long as we catch them, I'll do whatever it takes to get them out. Alright, so this is one of the batteries that was on the hog trap, and it is about dead. I keep a little trickle charger on it, but it ain't quite enough to run the feeder filler. So one good thing about it, it's got the long cables that came on it. Hook it up to the Ranger, and I was thinking about not doing this since my battery was dead, and I said, shoot, I'm gonna come this far. I got one full and battery's dead, so let's make sure this is gonna work. It's supposed to. Oh yeah, she's rolling too. About 100 pounds for a bucket. Check a few feeders. These feeders, as y'all know, they hold about 400 pounds. And through the deer season here, when I've run around and fill them, I like to do it in the middle of the day where I don't bother the deer too bad, or at night. And I've just been putting 100 pounds a piece in most of them, just to kind of get us through deer season, and then we'll fill them up completely then. Old Pete looks like he's about ready for a nap, don't he? I got the both the hog traps reset, checked a few feeders. I got the call from Prairie Meat Company that processes all our stuff, and I carried 2 hogs whenever it was, a week or so ago. But anyway, they got them ready. We got to run by and fix them up, and I'm fixing to work on this Chex Mix, Party Mix, whatever you want to call it, and this bottle of water. I done got hungry. We need to have a shop cleaning. I'll check to see if these mules and horses need any water. They're all right. I keep these water troughs right under the roof there where it fills them up when it rains. Go check this other. Man, kept a couple of dogs in here when we was gone out of town. I gotta clean that up. Just ain't done it. I'm chasing deer too much. All right, they'll all be good. Hell, I'm gonna put that hose in these and let these. They'll be all right they ain't finna run out. All right, y'all, so I got the horses and the mules and the dogs tended to. I ain't got time to hunt this afternoon, but I still got a little bit before dark. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get the little recurve out and the mission hammer out, shoot a few rounds, and I'm hoping and wondering if I keep shooting pretty regular, if I can't build this shoulder back up and we get up there a little higher poundage. Not that I have to or need to, but you know, I was thinking about if we ever travel and go elk hunting or something, not that we can't do it with what we got, but it sure would be nice to be able to stretch on out there. So just a thought for future. But anyway, I like shooting anyway, so I am fixing to get a couple of bows out and shoot. All right, I'm gonna start out with a little recurve. I got another target down there. Is a target we shot forever with them crossbows when my customers were here. Got it down there. I think that's what I'm gonna shoot at. Well, it seems like every time I shoot, that sun is right there. That wasn't no good. I didn't pick a spot. I had somebody asking about how do I aim. I just bury down on that spot I want to hit, and I call it truly instinctive. I don't look down the air. I've played with some of that, and nothing wrong with that. I like doing it this way. And if you don't hit, it's just like throwing a baseball. If you don't hit where you just about hit where you're looking at. Like a lot of people say the scope was off. Half the time it wasn't. They shoot them in the horn because that's what they was looking at. And this is what makes instinctive shooting so hard, is the concentration level. I mean, you got to look at it all the way through. And like I said, I am not the best at it for sure. Man, that sun's rough. Shoot at the turkey this time. Ooh, I drilled that one. Alright, y'all, so put the recurve up, got the Matthews Mission hammer out. We at 20 yards. Well, another reason I wanted to hang around and make sure I had some service this afternoon. We're gonna catch a hog tonight. I just feel it. I feel it. Alright, this is 20. Man, I can't even see. The sun's so bright. I sure do like this little thing though. Maybe we can get strong enough to turn it up some. I mean, the recurves, starting light, just like anything else, lifting weights, whatever, starting light and working the way up is going to be the ticket. Still got a lot of practice to do with these to get back steady, concentrate, especially at further distances. But that's what practice is for. I'm sitting here thinking, it's still deer season, but I'm sitting here thinking about putting some blinds out and even not having to have a blind to kill a turkey. I've killed a couple turkeys with my bow out of a blind. It's a lot of work, but if you kind of preset some blinds out, it's not near as much work. That's not just perfect shooting, but not too bad. We got to get better than that. All right, y'all, shot a few rounds with a little Matthews Mission hammer. Real confident out to 30, 40. I got to do a little more concentrating, a little more practice to get a little more steady. But it just takes practice. I used to do it, but I shot all the time, and I was shooting probably a faster bow back then because I had so much poundage on it. But if we get stronger, don't hurt my shoulder, we can crank it up, adjust the sights, and get flatter, and faster. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. Appreciate y'all watching. Out of here.